Captain PaqPaq, I have clearance. They're opening the bay doors, and we are moving our way out right now. So I'm Captain PaqPaq.
Wait, the bay doors actually worked for once?
No, they did. Yeah, I know. Usually they're locked open because something's wrong with the mechanisms.
Yeah.
And Geordie LaForge is down there tinkering, trying to get them to work, and they're not working.
I don't think I've ever seen Geordie leave the forge.
No.
I think he lives down there.
That's what you get for not watching every episode of Star Trek yet. All right, now we're on. So it's Captain PaqPaq with Cadet JaqJaq.
Did I really? Yeah. Got assigned to this guy.
Yeah, that's right. You're my XO, my chief engineer, my chief communications officer, my chief weapons officer, chief of security.
Isn't there supposed to be more than just 2 people of a crew?
No, not when you're on board.
So I have to do everything.
Yes, I'm glad you got that. Perfect. Remember, everybody? He said he's doing everything.
But that's why you have the rest of the crew, so that multiple people are doing everything.
Multiple people? No, come on. Did you see that car that almost hit us? Did you see that car that almost hit us? That spaceship that almost hit us? Get the weapons online. Let's teach this one a lesson. I want phasers and photon torpedoes ready. Get me a disruptor, plasma disruptor.
I'm sorry to break this to you, but all of them are broken and we don't have the ammo.
We'll even go with an ion cannon.
We don't even have the ammo.
We are really armed for this little 2-bit garbage cow.
But I can't access the weapons. You didn't give me clearance.
No, I did. That's why you're the chief security officer. You know what? If you don't have clearance, you got to talk to the chief security officer.
Well, I don't have clearance for anything.
Then talk to the chief security officer. He's in charge of security. He takes care of all of that. or she. It could be a she.
But if I'm the chief of everything.
You're the chief of everything.
And I don't have clearance.
You're also the chief box opener and bad guy taker downer.
I'm sorry, I can't hold that one.
And right now, Jimmy, Christina, and Hope, and Jay, if they're watching this, are laughing.
I can't hold myself up.
We really got to get camera mount. It's kind of sliding back and forth. I just showed you what it's like on the ship, ready? Ah!
What is the full title to that? Anyways, chief of something and
Chief box opener and bad guy taker downer. Whoa! Fire phasers.
Hey, now the weapons are actually working.
There you go, fire phasers. Let's take this GMC that just almost hit our front end off.
I don't know why they're not going off. I did put in fire.
You know how to spell it correctly, don't you? You sure?
Yes.
How do you spell fire?
F-I-R-E.
Okay. Just making sure, because you are an ensign. Cadet. You're a cadet. You're an ensign cadet. You're an entry-level cadet.
Well, spilling was on the test for us to even get in to start the cadetting.
To start the cadetting. To start the cadetting.
I don't know.
We don't have academies. We have cadettings.
We just skipped the academy phase. It was causing too much. It was costing
right.
too
We
much.
just have cadettings.
It was costing.
We just cadet our cadettings. we.
It just cost too much. They had to get rid of it. Dad.
Well, that's what happens. That's why you're here and don't know how to fire the phasers. That ship got away, Did you see it turned?
Oh, you could chase after it.
No, I have a planned route I'm following. Otherwise, people above me get mad. And then I get in trouble again.
You mean the autopilot that you're using that you're lucky that I can turn off, that you're lucky I haven't?
You do realize why we're on this garbage cow, right?
Why?
Well, because I've broken orders before. And obviously it was for good reason. But the upper brass doesn't see it that way. Upper brass is Mom, by the way, just in case you're wondering. She doesn't see it that way.
I really should have read that
Admiral.
file that they gave me on you before coming on this thing.
They gave you a file?
Yeah.
Man, how big was it?
They had to take a forklift to bring it into me.
You know, that sounds about right, because I'm just so awesome. Then they document all of that awesomeness.
They say don't be surprised on all the illegal stuff.
Illegal? I have done nothing illegal. I've done nothing illegal. Well, okay, but that was a long time ago. I've done nothing recently illegal.
The recent one they said was 2 weeks ago.
No, they're wrong. More like 30 years ago now. I'm getting old. And the law took care of that. I paid my debt to society. That's all gone.
Wait, which debt? Because I did look through it some and it said you owed like 10 different people money. Plus 4 different governments. So which debt did you pay off?
Get a kick out of the Han Solo dice showing up.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize that.
All right, here we go. Prepare the engines for warp speed. For FTL, we'll go with FTL. Warp speed's probably copyrighted by somebody, and Paramount's going to get mad at us. FTL. You know what FTL stands for? Did they teach you that in cadetting school?
I told you they got rid of those because of money.
But you said you were cadetting.
But like you said, I'm basic level. They don't tell us everything.
Well,
they like throwing us out.
So they have no idea what FTL could stand for.
No,
none at all.
Although I see this button saying activated, so that's all I pushed.
Let's see what happens. Are we going? All right, here we go. We're going up the ramp. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
What do they got? When is there a ramp in space?
Well, you know, you gotta get when you enter the slipstream. There's a ramp to enter the slipstream. That's what happens when we activate the FTL drive. But we've got to get in one of the slipstream lanes, or else we get in trouble again.
Which
I want 820. So we're in the wrong spot.
Which for your track record is normally getting in trouble.
I am not normally getting in trouble. Anytime it's trouble, it's abnormal. Or, in the words of Igor, Abby-normal. Young Frankenstein. For those who... Whoa!
No, they don't teach us.
That was a big bump.
They don't teach us anything.
All right, here we go. We've entered the slipstream.
Yeah, no, sir. They don't teach us anything. It's like when you're trying to teach someone to swim, you just throw them in and hope they can swim. That's kind of what they do with us.
That's not what you do. That's not at all what you do.
Well, that's what they're doing to us.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
They just assigned us to someone and said, good luck.
In fact, they actually did do that to my mom. And then she was terrified of water. They threw her into the pool as a baby to try and get her to swim. I'm not kidding. I'm sure it was a toddler, but I mean, as a very, very young child. And she almost drowned. And then from that point forward, she was deathly afraid of water. Even though we had a pool in our backyard at one point, she was afraid of water.
Really?
Yes. So you don't do that. Now, there is some cool training schools, though, that'll actually teach a baby how to swim. So that it teaches it to flip over and cry so that it doesn't wind up face down. It's actually really cool. That's the right way to do it.
Flip over and
yes,
cry.
I am not kidding. I am not kidding. I know some people that sent their little kid to it just in case they ever fell into a pool. They know to flip themselves over, so they're not face down. They flip themselves over, and then they scream so that people can hear them, but they're safe. They're breathing and they're floating in the water. Seriously, it's a real thing, and it's an awesome program. All kids should go through that. All little toddlers or babies or whatever age they do it in.
You learn something new every day.
Well, it's about time. Can't believe you don't know what FTL is. How many sci-fi shows have you watched?
Firefly, some Star Trek, almost all of the Star Wars shows.
What? Take a stab at it. What do you think FTL is?
Fast travel length.
Activate the fast travel length. Drive. Fast travel length. Fast travel length. What would be the length?
I don't know. I was trying to think of something for L, okay? Life changed a lot.
Okay, well, what are the types of speed that you know in sci-fi? We know warp speed, right?
Walks.
Huh? And impulse engines are which handle sublight speed. So warp speed is faster than light. So what else is there that you know of in sci-fi? Like, what do they use in Star Wars?
Warp speed.
No. Oh.
Light speed, I mean. Whoops.
I really have raised him right. I've let him watch all these sci-fi shows. I don't know what is wrong with him right now. Honestly, I really have.
I literally woke up actually I woke up an hour ago, so that's not even a good excuse.
No, it's not.
I woke up like an hour ago, so that's not even a good excuse.
Late to his shift and everything.
What do you mean? I was here before you.
The captain, like a wizard, is never late and he's never early. He's always on time, exactly when he's supposed to be.
I was waiting for 40 minutes for him.
And you should be.
So how long
You
was
should have
I
prepped
late?
the ship. You should have gotten food ready.
I didn't even have a key to the ship. I couldn't even get in.
Oh, come on. You have an access code.
No.
If you don't check with the chief security officer, he'll get you one.
But if I don't have one.
Check with the chief security officer. That's what they're for.
Well, I can't check with myself.
Really?
Yeah.
I can check myself. I'm here. I'm good. So going back to the question, we have warp speed, which I gave you, and that's faster than light. And then we have the impulse engines from Star Trek. That's sublight engines. That takes care of sublight speed. So what else do you know about speed-wise? And you said Star Wars, but you didn't correctly say what it was. Light speed? What do they use?
Did they ever mention it?
Yes.
I don't ever remember hearing
It'll
it.
take a few moments to get the coordinates from the Navi computer
Oh.
in order to make the jump to,
Light speed.
but they use a hyperdrive.
So what does FTL mean then?
Well, when you're going light speed, you're obviously going faster than light.
Is that
When
actually
you're warp
what it
speed,
means?
you're going faster than light.
Is that actually what it means?
Faster than light. FTL drive, faster than light.
I was overthinking that like crazy.
It was obvious.
I was overthinking that like crazy.
So funny. So funny.
My hand's going numb.
Yeah. All right, well, just try to, you don't have to grip it really hard. I think it's just a matter of keeping it in place. It actually can move a little bit until we get a real camera mount for the car, when it would sit like back up there somewhere.
Back up where?
You know, it's kind of funny, my transition glasses.
Where?
Yeah, I don't know. That should be up to the chief engineer. You know, it's funny when my glasses got these transition things, so they am dark. Then when I go outside, it'll be light. It'll lighten up. No, when I go inside. Outside, it's dark.
When you go outside, there will be light.
There will be. There better be light if I go outside, unless it's nighttime. Then it's okay. But then there's
No, because then you even have light from like street lights.
you have lights from street lights. You have lights from stars and moons and all kinds of stuff.
Wait, there's a thing called stars here?
There are. They're the twinkly little things that look like they poked out the black canopy in the sky dome.
I don't think we get to see those here.
No, we don't. Only the really, really bright ones here. We got to go way out of
That's why I
town.
loved how Karis, it was clear skies at night.
Right. When we go way out of town, you get those clear skies. You can see all those stars.
It looked so pretty.
Of course, you
outside.
could just look at the viewport of our spaceship.
Okay, I see construction. And a Whataburger.
Even
and a
up,
McDonald's.
even up in space, there's construction. Man, I tell you.
Oh, there's also a Walmart.
Well, they're everywhere. That's not surprising.
As well as McDonald's and Whataburger.
Well, McDonald's is everywhere. Whataburger, that's a new one. But then again, they've been bought out, so, you know, obviously that's what's going to happen.
By another section of space.
They've been bought out by the space, a certain area of space known as Chicago. Yeah. Nobody goes there. It's a dark place because it's cold and windy. That's why we don't go there. We don't go where it's cold and windy. If they could regulate the climate better, so it was a nice, I don't know, 75, 80 degrees, low humidity, no precipitation, maybe we'd visit.
Then why do we live here? Where it's like always above 70 or 80 degrees. With
No.
humidity.
It is not always above. And the humidity usually over summer is gone, only this year is kind of funky.
It's just kind of funny, like two things you mentioned, this place doesn't carry either.
It has low precipitation.
Okay, one of the three you mentioned actually happened here.
And at certain points throughout the year, it is 75, 80 degrees as a high.
Yeah, that's only like 2 weeks in the year.
But it happens. That's all that matters. As long as it happens. Remember, a broken clock is right twice a day, so I could be right then.
But are we sure you're a broken clock and not just behind?
Nope. All right, we're going to change slipstreams here. Let's get it a little bumpy. And with all this construction, you'd think this road wouldn't be this bumpy.
Hey, look, it's working.
Ooh,
next mile.
The road is working?
Yeah, next mile.
I don't know. It doesn't look like it's working to me.
Yeah.
In fact, it kind of looks like it's laying down on the job.
You know, they try their best, but they need their naps as well.
Naps? Oh, during the workday?
Yes.
No. No.
Hey, look, that sign's available.
Even in billboards, even in space, there's billboards. They're everywhere. Oh, wow, this guy's doing like 20 trying to get behind this truck. Slipstream's made to go faster than that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
And this truck?
Yeah, now the funny thing about that is he just about tipped over and cut people off to get over into this lane. But here's the funny thing about this slipstream lane. The lane next to it is going the exact same place. So he didn't even have to get over a lane.
He only did that to get... Whoa. This is why we don't live this close to this area. There's too many crazy people.
Oh, they're everywhere. It's just a matter of the number.
Yeah, but this is a higher populated area, so there are even more crazy people here than there are where we are.
All right. We're getting ready to exit the slipstream. Have you prepared the FTL drive for being disengaged?
Buttons do I push?
Ask the chief navigation officer. He'll understand. Or maybe the chief engineer.
I'm all of that.
Good. Then figure it out and make sure we can disengage the drive.
Press that button.
Our exit's coming up. Hurry up.
That's a red button, so I won't press that. Let's just press some of these.
Whoa!
Hope that works. If it doesn't, then someone should really give me a manual to this thing.
They were delivered to your cabin.
No,
I clearly gave orders for the chief requisition officer to put those inside your cabin.
Yeah, all I got was your file.
Well, I didn't put that in there. I didn't even requisition that.
So, I didn't get this, whatever. So, you clearly put in the wrong person.
Nope. No. I told the chief requisition officer via email or space text that he had to deliver to you all of the manuals for everything on the ship.
Who uses email anymore?
That's why I space texted.
But you mentioned email at first.
I was going to use Facebook, but I don't know that everybody uses that.
Yeah.
Well, you must have did something right, even if you just stared at it funny, because the FTL did disengaged. Maybe you better check with the chief engineer to find out if it's broke. We got to be able to get home.
I don't know how to check if it's broke. All I know is not to press this red flashing button that says
Don't press that button.
That says self-destruct.
Don't press that button.
It's all I know not
That's
to
right.
do.
Do not press that button.
It says self-destruct.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be a floating corpse in space.
Right.
Don't know about you, but I don't.
I'm Groot.
I'm so... I like that. I am Groot.
I'm Groot. Oh, now you did it, James. Or JaqJaq. Space police are after you.
Why would they be after me?
I don't know. They're not after me.
Is it just because I'm in affiliation with you now?
That you probably.
See,
Okay, I heard it, but I didn't see it. I don't know where it was.
Maybe it was behind us?
Look at that. You're lucky that I'm flying this thing, even though you should be, as a chief navigation officer, get you away from the space police.
You told me to put it on autopilot.
I got you away from the space police.
You told me to put it on autopilot.
I got you away from the space police. We'll be pulling up to the medical frigate really soon.
Medical what?
The medical frigate. We're docking with a specialized medical frigate.
Did one of these go missing?
Well, I don't know. Not the one we're gonna dock with. Duh.
It did say one got stolen and then someone else was flying its routes.
You know, as long as the doctors are still on board and they charge reasonable rates, which obviously not these doctors, but if they charge reasonable rates, then it doesn't matter. In fact, if they were to steal a medical frigate, and then give us better rates, maybe that would be better for us.
Something makes...
All right, we've pulled into the medical galaxy.
Yeah, I forgot they changed the parking.
Yeah, take a look. The whole thing is gone.
Whoa!
Yeah. So they had a parking deck, and it was like 2 stories. It wasn't huge, and they made it gone in like a week. Obliterated. They must have used photon torpedoes and nuked the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
I think more would be gone then. I know we're in space, but still a nuke.
I haven't had a chance to get you to see the movie yet, so Aliens that was the quote from nuke the site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Where's parking now?
This place. We're gonna turn. Ready? We got the blinky dinky on.
Blinky dinky.
The blinky dinky. And here we go.
Blinky
Whoa.
dinky on.
The blinky dinky. All right. Now this one's a lot harder to find parking spaces on. No, I didn't get over far enough.
You have long arms.
Yeah.
Why did you just open up the window in space?
Because I wanted to get rid of the air that we have.
By getting rid of it completely?
Yeah, that's the easiest way to get rid of it, is to
And
open
kill
up
us.
a door in space. Duh.
Kill us!
I didn't get rid of all of it. I'm just checking the life support systems, make sure the chief engineer is doing his job.
How did I get stuck with this guy?
You volunteered.
I volunteered to be a cadet. I didn't volunteer to be with you.
Nope, you did.
They signed me up to you.
That's what happens when God
Hey,
picks
look.
parents.
Hey, look, parking spaces. Like I said, it's gonna be so hard to find a parking space. We literally go up 1 floor and find a parking spot.
Well, that's just it. We can't find it like we did before. It's not as quite as simple.
You don't have to go around
I've learned how to navigate. You should have been navigating as the chief navigator. Navigator. Chief navigation officer.
Chief Navigator!
Yep,
I don't think you know what
You're
you're
the
talking
chief
about.
navigator
Talking
who's
about
been
me.
cadetting. Who's been cadetting. All right, we have reached our location of the medical frigate. We have docked with the spaceport thingy, and we're gonna go in and see the doctor. We'll catch you guys later.
Okay.
Later.
Okay, E.T. I at least know that one.
Third.
Even though I've never seen the movie, I at least know that reference.
All right. Catch you later. Make sure you have liked and subscribed and all that other junk.